Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you are watching this video, that means that you are looking to start your own franchised business. So congratulations on making that jump from the corporate world or whatever you're doing beforehand into the entrepreneurial life. I'm Steve. And this is Dylan. We're the co-owners of Moving You and Junk You. We started a business 4 years ago, and we've been in love with this life ever since. So we're excited to explain our story to you, give you a little background on what our business is about, not only in what we do, but also what the daily life of a Moving You and Junk You franchisee owner will be like. And yeah, it's just good, exciting stuff.
Yeah, so what we're looking for really, I would say is people that want to win, that are looking for, something in their life, in their business, where they're looking to grow and improve every single day. I mean, it's really in our DNA here at Moving You and Junk You, from our movers, to our salespeople, to our management staff, and then of course Steve and me here. We want to be a part of something that's moving forward, that's growing, that's striving to be the most, the best, the number one, and just that competitive mindset, I think, in everything that we do.
For sure, yeah. I mean, business is, I think, a reflection of yourself, the industry you get into. We got into this. We're competitive people in general, whether it be sports, school, whatever the case is. If there's a score, like mine, I want my name to be on top, and I know Dylan feels the same way. And that's kind of how we conduct ourselves in business. So when we do look for franchisees, we want someone who's going to kind of mesh up with that, because we look on the same level. We look eye to eye about different goals that we have in our lives, and
I think it starts with that personality type of the person that feels like there's someone that is growing and pushing. I mean, that's what we want to do. With everything we do here, like we said, from the way we train the guys that do the physical moving to the way that we conduct our 10,000 feet management meetings. That's how we do all of it. It's about trying to be the best at everything you do.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so we started pretty much from the complete bottom. We were working at a different moving company, and Steve and I knew each other from college, and we worked there and kind of figured out the ins and outs of the moving and junk removal business. And so what we did was we pretty much just quit our jobs on a whim with $50 in our living room, and decided that we were going to go ahead and start this moving company called Moving You and Junk You.
Yeah, absolutely. So like Dylan said, we started in our living room, just looking to do our own thing. We didn't even have a truck. We started by just doing labor type jobs, where we just load someone's U-Haul truck. They take it over to the new place. We follow behind in our crappy car and get out and bring everything into their house. That's kind of the roots that we started with.
And Steve at the time was working at an apartment complex on the side, so he was taking their prints so that we could have flyers to hand out to apartment complexes. And,
so a hefty marketing budget zero.
Yeah, but we were generating business pretty much just essentially from just word of mouth. We didn't have any marketing dollars. We just walked into places and introduced ourselves, said it was just us, and that we would be the ones doing the moving, and that's what we did. We just started sparking business that way, and one thing leads to another, and the next thing we knew, Steve was graduating that year, and I was a sophomore. So Steve decided he wasn't going to go to medical school, which was his original plan, and I decided I wasn't going to go back to Westchester University here. So
I think that talks also just to our all-inness mentality. When Dylan and I go about something, we go all in with it, and this was no exception. And as Dylan mentioned, we were in our living room at that point. We had just saved up enough money to rent our first office, which was about a 30 square foot
closet in a hotel.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It was in a hotel. It was an old restaurant closet that they had for like the manager's office, and that's where we put all our supplies. And that was the first office that we ran everything out of. And less than a year later, we actually ended up moving to this location here, which is a 4,000 square foot warehouse with some office space attached to it. And I think that really kind of speaks to what our attitude has been from the beginning. When we were just the guys with $50 in our pockets, just dreaming of even having any type of business, to where we want to go now. And I think that is to be 100% the number one moving and junk removal company in the world. I think it's by and it starts with having that competitive DNA and being the type of people that wake up every day wanting to get to that new location and kind of that mindset of, wow, what could my business be if, and that's the type of people we're looking for. That's the type of business we envision, being moving forward, that we have been, like we said, since we were just guys kind of in a truck just talking about, the idea of this.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much where we started, and that's where we plan on going, moving forward.
Yeah, it's just like Dylan said, it's kind of been in our DNA to strive for greatness and to really be the best in our industry. Of course, when we were doing the actual moves, that's something that a lot of people don't have experience with when you started a company. We started literally from the bottom, right, doing the moves, marketing, doing everything. We didn't have any, we couldn't leverage any
resources or even experience. Truthfully, we didn't have experience. I mean, some work experience, but we didn't have any true business or management experience. Yeah, so we kind of went from us being the two guys doing everything to us just working on the sales to us just doing the management. To now getting to this point where we kind of have the business sort of doing what it does on itself. So that's the goal for for us, and then to have hundreds if not thousands of franchises doing the exact same thing that want to be the winners in their local market. And us to be the driving force to help those people do that in their
We're making Moving You and Junk You a household name.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if you feel like what we're saying is, sort of the culture you feel like you want to be a part of and that you want to build on your own, what I would say is, of course, reach out. Sure. If growth and competitive and driven, that mindset is the type of person that you feel like you are, then that's exactly what we're looking for. You know what I mean? That's who we want to reach out when we can see, if we're a good fit.
Yeah, ambition. Fast-paced growth. If that doesn't scare you, then definitely reach out. That's who, like Dylan had mentioned before, that's in our DNA. And I think if you're someone who's like that, you'll connect well with us. So definitely reach out if that's you, and we'll see where it goes.
Yep.
Hey, and while you guys are here, let's take a tour of the warehouse. So these are where some of our trucks are parked, and this is our 4,000 square foot warehouse. Why don't you come on inside? All right, so this is our office portion of our warehouse. So this is where we're running the sales center out of. As you can see, our sales cubes. We have an office administrator. She sits at this desk over here, and then right behind you here we have our manager's office. So this is where all the brainstorming happens. Let's go to the warehouse. Cool. Yeah, so this is our 4,000 square foot warehouse. Obviously, the most important aspects is we have the storage cage, as well as our basketball net, which a lot of friendly competition happens with Dylan and myself, as well as our movers to warm up in the morning. So the reason why we picked a facility like this is we want to have adequate space, obviously, to grow into the business that we have, but also to make it a more communal feel for our employees, to have a little bit of a lounge. It's a lot of fun here.